Moving on, I want to talk about your first NHL game, and it was a unique story, I guess, and no better person to tell it than you. So, can you kind of tell us what happened, how you found out, and really like the whole 24 hours leading up to the game?
Yeah, I mean, not only was just the situation in itself strange, on the Montreal side of things with, so many injuries that they have to call up a junior guy, which I believe hadn't happened in like 21 years, for Montreal. So that was weird in itself. But the other aspect, or the aspect that I was living at the time, was, I had just gotten to Peterborough, and as we were just talking about, we weren't off to that hot of a start. And I wasn't personally either at the time. So when that was going on, I was, going through, a low point in the year. I was just trying to grind my way out of it. And I get called into my head coach and GM's office. And I'm thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna get, reamed for them spending all these picks and players on getting me, and then I'm just not, doing anything for the team. But yeah, they come in, or they brought me in and just asking me how, things were going, how I was liking the transition to Peterborough and whatnot, and if I was settling in with my billets and everything like that. And yeah, so I told him, yeah, everything's great, it's going well, and just want to kind of get this ship turned around. And so they kind of just said, like, yeah, we want that too, but first you're gonna have to go up to Ottawa to play your first NHL game with Montreal. So I was completely shocked. I, was not expecting it. So obviously the first thing I do was um, go call my parents, and I had dinner plans with my dad, and just said, like, hey, I got to cancel on dinner. I got to go play my first NHL game up in Ottawa. So that's kind of a memory that he and I will have forever, because that was such a cool way to tell him I thought, and his reaction was priceless. So obviously from there, I just went on, told all my other family members, and I was able to get like 25 people up to Ottawa to um, go play my first, or to watch me play my first NHL game, I should say. So yeah, that experience in itself was really cool. And the other aspect of it was getting to kind of live the life of an NHL player. Nick Suzuki, who's obviously the captain there, invited me out to dinner with a couple of guys, and went and had a nice dinner the night before. Went back to the hotel, slept, woke up, did morning skate, went back to the hotel, and had the pregame nap and everything, pregame meal, and yeah, just woke up and went about business as usual, or as usual as it could be, for not being in the OHL all of a sudden. um, and trying to dial in and play your first NHL game. So yeah, just so many experiences within that was so cool. So that's just something I'll never forget. And there's just, yeah, like I said, so many little details in that'll stick with me.
Your body was probably in shock. You go from staying at the Holiday Inn Express and garbage pregame meals in the OHL, and all of a sudden you're staying 5-star hotels, probably getting beautiful steak, whatever you want, right? So that
Yeah,
must have been
no, it was weird. And then the crazier thing was that I played on a Saturday night, and we had a 2 o'clock game back in the PMC on the Sunday, and I ended up having to dress for it. I drove home from Ottawa after the game with GM and from Peterborough, and yeah, got there probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and woke up, went straight to the rink. I don't think I ate anything, and just tried to play a game. I was
oh,
like, it's the worst game I've ever played in my career, but it
yeah,
was
they give you a hall pass for that game. Who cares?
yeah.
Say yeah, sorry fellas, just in the national for a day, so don't mind me. I'll just be flying tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, I got excused, I think, but
Yeah, exactly.
What about like I don't know how to phrase this question. Like being around the guys on the Habs there, like that night you go for dinner with them and then morning skate in the room, leading up to the game. Like what are the guys saying to you? Are you even saying anything? Like how is all those interactions?
yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to make myself feel at home as I can, but I mean, realistically, inside I'm shitting bricks. So it's kind of tough. I mean, it was awesome that Suzuki and all those guys were nice enough to bring me out to dinner, and it was really cool to kind of see what they do the night before a game and, how they live their lives, what they talk about and all this. And they were asking me questions about what's going on in Peterborough and whatnot. And then, like I said, um, you move on to morning skate the next day, and I'm just trying to fit in as best as possible. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm, I'm pretending like I do. And,
Yeah.
just going with the flow. So, yeah, guys are trying to make me feel as comfortable as possible and everything, and kind of hyping me up and getting me excited for what's about to come. And then, everybody was super pumped to send me out for my rookie lap and whatnot. So, that was pretty cool. And then, after that, it's just you kind of just blank out and just play hockey at the end of the day. So. Yeah, it was yeah, just a wild experience, really.
Most nervous part? Were you scared? You go no bucket in warm up, yeah?
Yeah, no, I stood up after I got my like jersey on and everything, and I turned around and I'm like, where the hell is my helmet?
Oh, they
So
hit it.
I think the equipment staff actually took my helmet from me. I had no idea, and I was like, oh wait, I gotta go do a rookie lap, don't I? And so I just went out there and tried to make sure the hair looked good, and fanned on a couple shots and went along with my game.
Yeah, there's nothing better than a rookie lap. Hey, bucket off. Were you shitting your pants or what? Like, were you scared to fall or like
I was
that? Probably
100%.
your most
Yeah.
nervous part.
Yeah, I totally blanked out. And when I looked back on the video, like I was flying in my rookie lap. Like I'm surprised I didn't fall going into some of those corners. And I don't know what I was doing. I was just, I blacked out and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do a couple laps, shoot a couple pucks, try to be cool. But at the end of it all, I actually did whiff on one of my shots, and that'll, kind of live with me forever because it's on video and everything. So
You
yeah,
didn't wait. You're just working on your 5 hole. It's all
yeah.
good.
No, I completely forgot to shoot the puck. I just left it behind me.
Oh, okay, yeah, not good. So that one's inexcusable. You can't even say you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I can't even say I was looking five cheese. It was just